Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel again, and I know it's been very long since I created any other tutorials on my channel, and now as promised here I am back with the tutorials. And before show you guys how to sync your audio, like this is one of the most requested tutorials which you guys needed, was how to sync your audio with the slow motion clips which you just created, like I showed in my last tutorial. And now, before I begin showing how to do that, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be using this whole clip and create an edited clip, like, a montage style clip in the end. And I'm going to be dividing this clip into different parts, different segments, and upload those as tutorials on YouTube. Like, for example, before I release the final product of this edit, which I'm doing right now in front of you guys, I'm gonna be dividing this edit into different parts, like the color grading which I used in the edit, and the VFX I used, the SFX I used, so everything will be like, even everything will be shown how I'm doing right now, like from scratch to the end. And I'm going to be uploading the project files as well for this edit which I'm doing, so that you guys can follow along if you want, right? And I'm going to be uploading those tutorials step by step process on YouTube in different segments, so that it becomes easier for everyone to understand. And if somebody wants to see a particular tutorial, let's say somebody wants to see how to use VFX, or somebody wants to see how to just do the simple color grading, right? So they can follow along as per their requirement. And the best part of this tutorial would be that I'm going to be using everything which is there inside the Premiere Pro. No plugins will be used. So I'm going to be showing you how to create every effect from scratch if I am creating anything specific, right? So yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. So just stick around and just follow along all the steps shown in different tutorials as we're going to go along. Alright, so let's begin with the tutorial. And since this is going to be a tutorial on only how to sync the audio with your slow motion part of the video, so I'm going to be majorly focusing on that. So, since I have a detailed video about how to do the slow motion part of your video. So before I begin, let me just quickly play this video for you guys, so you guys can see the original clip, so you can see the original
You
clip.
must recover the diffuser.
मैं कराता हूँ ना, मैं कराता
Op 4 last operator standing.
हूँ। ऑफिस 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 मैं कॉल कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है,
Op
मत
4
कर, कॉल भी मत
eliminated.
कर।
Friendly mission.
So yeah, as you guys can see, it's a pretty normal average clip, a pretty standard clip, which, like, kind of everyone would have. So how to how to sync your audio with the slow motion part of the video. So in order to do that, let me just quickly create a slow motion for this video. So the first thing which I do while doing this is that I'll simply unlink the video from the audio. Like, I'll unlink audio and video, put them in the separate layers. Then I'm gonna duplicate the video, like quickly create a slow motion over here. So I'm gonna be selecting this part of the video, and till this part I'll be creating a slow motion until, let's say, till this part, right? So I'm creating markers on my video layer 2 where I'm going to be putting the slow motion. And the only thing which you guys need to do right now is, which is the most important step, is that where, like, on the video layer 2 where I have created the slow motion markers, what you do is you come down to the audio layer, right? And press C on your keyboard to bring up the razor tool. This is the razor tool. So press C on your keyboard to do that, and then you can simply split the audio and create cuts right underneath the markers where you created, like, the markers of the slow motion, right? The slow motion markers on your video layer 2. So just create cuts over there, split the audio accordingly. And now what you do is, so let me just create the slow motion over here up till 30%. I think that will be fine. Okay, I'm gonna turn this layer into optical flow, and let me just create the slow motion. So now when I play back the video with the audio,
मैं कराता
Op 4 last.
the audio does not sync with the video at all, right? So that is the issue which we are always facing all the time. So in order to fix that, what I do is, now I'm going to select the audio layer in front of the video and drag it outside over here for now. Then I'm going to come to the audio where we created the split as per our timeline, the markers, right? The speed markers, and now press R on your keyboard to bring up the rate stretch tool. This is the rate stretch tool, right? So R is the shortcut for that. And then what you do is simply drag this audio layer until, like, until it reaches the marker which you created, right? For the slow motion marker, until the length of the slow motion part of the video. And now, so now when I play back the video over here with the slow motion, just see how it sounds. So as you can see, now the audio is perfectly syncing with the video. And in order to make it sound a little better, what you can do is you can select this audio layer and go into effect control and decrease the volume of this audio layer. So let's say I decrease the volume down by minus 10 decibels, and then just go into the middle of the layers, like these two layers, go into the middle, right click over there, and then select apply default transitions. And I'll do the same thing over here as well. So this just smoothens the audio, like the transitioning between these two audio, the slow motion audio and the normal audio, and it makes it sound a little better. So if I play back the video now, this is how it's gonna sound.
मैं कराता हूँ.
Op 4 last operator standing.
So yeah, that's pretty much it about the audio syncing part with your slow motion video. It's pretty easy actually. It's just a little time consuming, that's it.